What's up everybody, welcome to Moto. Today we're going to do a review of the Antigravity Lithium Ion Battery and try to play around with it and see how it works. Okay, so here we have the box that the Antigravity Lithium Ion Battery came with. This is the AGTZ10-12L. A couple of things to mention here. We have works with all 12-volt systems. It's got, I believe, this particular one was 360 cranking amps. We have 3 years of warranty, up to 80% lighter than the lead acid batteries. Better starting performance, half the size, longer lifetime, no trickle charging needed. And then we have best value for weight loss, blah blah, non-toxic, so on and so forth. So when we open the box, we have a little Antigravity Lithium Ion starter battery, blah blah, guide, safety information. This should probably be read. We don't have time for that right now. And then we have the actual battery, a little bag with bolts and little pads here. The battery itself, pretty straightforward. So 360 cranking amps, like I said. We have the ATZ1012, positive, negative. And then just a bunch of stuff on the back for warnings and whatnot. So, as you can see, pretty light. Now, to show you the comparison with the normal batteries, so this is our lithium ion, and this is your conventional lead acid battery. You can see it's almost half the height in terms of the side. It's what, a little bit more narrow, and then lengthwise it's slightly longer, but in terms of weight it is significantly lighter. I don't know, I don't have a scale to show you guys, but this thing is probably like I don't know, I'd say 2-3 pounds, where this thing is close to 20 probably. Like, I can pick it up with 3 fingers. There's no fucking chance I can lift that with 3 fingers. So yeah, pretty awesome product. Now let's try it on the bike. One thing I forgot to mention is the pads that come in the box are actually on double-sided tape on the back. So these are actually meant to create for spacing of the battery itself. So whatever battery box or slot you put it in, these things can act as spacers so it doesn't shake around. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we have the bike here and the battery. In terms of size, it fits in the old spot. Actually a little bit loose, but that's fine. Cable should be just about the right length. The negative is, or the ground rather, is a little bit long, but we can play around with that. I think, yeah, it's grounded there, so I have to play around with it to get it to mount there. But before we plug it in, one thing I definitely want to unplug, just so I don't fuck shit up, is the regulator rectifier. So this thing, as far as I know from the research I did, these things, the stock ones that come with bikes, are meant for lead acid batteries. They will give it too much of a voltage or too much of an amperage, I'm not sure which one of the two, which could potentially result in frying your battery or frying a bunch of other stuff. So first thing to do, unplug this guy. We're not going to be testing the charging system. I will be buying a new one from Rick's Motorsport parts. They have ones compatible with lithium ion batteries. But until then, I will unplug this just for safety. Okay, battery's plugged in. Right now it's kind of levitating because the ground cable is kind of too short. I have my new fuse box that I did in the last video. so we're gonna be able to test that. I ended up plugging in the tail lights and the blinkers, mostly because I believe the blinker relay is not working properly without it being plugged in. I have to do some more research on why that is. It's probably a very simple reason. Yeah, so we have the key in here. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got power. Everything turned on. That's great. We have headlights, low beam, high beam. That's awesome. Let's see the blinkers. Cancel them. Resets. Blinker. Cancel. And resets. Okay, so we have that. Do the gear lever. That works. Go back in neutral. Okay, so I'm gonna try one more thing, which is plug in the gas tank, get it some fuel, and see if it'll turn over. Unfortunately, the bike is still not able to start. Even with full choke, I got it to, I believe, fire once on one of the cylinders. I'm thinking, since it's been sitting for a while now, the passageways on the carbs are still pretty dirty. Like, after doing some research on why an engine would only start with full choke, kind of the primary reason for that is the idle jets are clogged or the idle passageways are not clean enough. So I will probably need to take them off again and take a look at those and hopefully try to clean them up a bit further. I did check the spark plugs and I am getting sparks to all 4 cylinders, so there is no reason why I shouldn't be getting ignition, but I just think that I'm not getting enough fuel. So yeah, so right now what I'll do is I'm gonna take the battery off and I'm gonna measure the voltage output that it gives, just to show you guys what happens after playing around with the bike, trying to start it for about, let's say, 20 or 30 times, holding the button for a good amount of time. That sort of action would have drained one of the lead acid batteries completely, so I want to see how much of a difference that made on the anti-gravity battery. Okay, so we have the meter, and I got my 2 handy things, so I'm gonna measure out the voltage. So pretty much we have 11.33, which is more or less the same as it was when it was brand new, right around 12 volts. So we have almost no drainage from literally trying to drain the battery by trying to start a motor that won't start. So just turning over the starter. So that's pretty awesome. Alright guys, so that was it for this episode. I definitely recommend these anti-gravity batteries. They're awesome. They're super light, they're smaller, they have more cranking amps than your lead acid battery equivalents, and they barely drain, even after trying to drain them. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, click the little bell to get notifications when new videos become available. Next, with the bike, I will probably start looking again at the carbs, just to see what the hell is going on and why we're not able to start the bike. I will need to order the Rick's Motorsport Rectifier, just to make sure that this thing doesn't get drained at some point, and that we have proper charging. And stay tuned for more updates on the Boss Bobber. That will come soon. I need to still order the cable kit for the ape hangers, and there will be an installation video for that. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and see you next time.